Howdy y'all, Gordon here from Southern Byways, and yeah, I'm outside on the deck today, and we are going to do some grilling. Let me there we go. Get the grill in. I love charcoal for a grill. Having said that, there's two ways that you can light charcoal. One is lighter fluid. Quite honestly, I'm not a fan of that. I don't care how much you let it burn, it never totally burns off. So I use a chimney starter. It's really simple. A couple pieces of newspaper. And people sometimes make the mistake of just think all they've got to do is stick newspaper in, light it, and that's it. Well, that's not it. You need some cooking oil. Just any kind of vegetable oil. I use cheap store brand. Put some on the paper. What it does, the paper will act like a wick for a candle. And it will hold the oil until all the charcoal gets ignited. And 95% of the time, I use charcoal briquettes. Because mostly it's going to be something that doesn't take that long to cook. So I don't need hardwood charcoal. Although, yes, I do get that on occasion. Okay, and then there we go. Use a little butane lighter to get it going. And then I can put the charcoal away. I have a garbage can in the corner of the porch where I go ahead and stick the charcoal. It's going to take about 30 minutes or so for the charcoal to get up to temperature. And while that's going on, I'm going to prep the food for tonight. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to prep a tater. nice simple operation. Just peel. Sometimes I'll do it without peeling the skin, but most of the time, yeah, I do peel the skin off. It doesn't take that long to peel. It's about a 1 pound potato. So there we go. Plastic bag. Piece of foil. Foil right there for now. Simply cutting potato into sections. And then lengthwise into French fries. Some of these that end up a little bit thick. Slice again. Onion. Quarters. I actually had a second piece of onion, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I did forget one thing real quick, so and the charcoal is coming along nicely. Okay. I've got my jar of minced garlic. And about a tablespoon and a half, teaspoon rather, teaspoon and a half of minced garlic. Okay. And as those of you who know me know, yes, I've had heart problems. I had to have my mitral valve repaired, and you're probably cringing right now since I just got a stick of salted butter. Well, when the doctor completed the surgery, while he was in there with the camera, he had a look around and saw that, okay, there's no blockage in my arteries or veins. So, you know, no stents were needed. He said, you know, just be careful what you eat. And no, I don't eat butter all the time. So, anyhow, there's the butter. Since it's got salt in it, I'm not going to add any salt. But I am going to add a little bit of black pepper. A couple of pinches there. And then it's nice, easy to fold this up in there. And the charcoal is coming along quite nicely. So, we're going to pause right here and we'll get ready to put the taters on in a few minutes. There you go. Charcoal is burning nicely. In just a couple minutes, it's going to be ready to dump out. Okay, everyone. Charcoal's about ready to dump out. So, just put on a couple minutes, because this is on the warm side. Now normally when I grill, because I live alone, so I tend to grill several things at the same time and then put it in the freezer. So I would normally spread the charcoal out in a layer on the grate. But today, because I'm just doing the potatoes and a steak, I want to get the charcoal pretty much mostly down on one end. So now I have a zone of direct heat and a zone of indirect heat. And that will come in handy in a little bit when we get to the steak. But right now, putting grates on. And the foil packet with the potatoes in it, right there. Drop the lid, kick the chimney open just a little bit. And we can see that it is up to about 325, probably going to top out at about 350 in the grill. So in about 45 minutes, we'll be ready to put the steak on. While we wait, there we go. Okay. While the potatoes are cooking, dinner tonight is going to be a Porterhouse steak. A Porterhouse and T-bone are fundamentally the same steak. You have on this side a New York strip, on this side a fillet. The difference is that a T-bone is generally under an inch thick. This Porterhouse is about 1.25 inches. And so it's going to be a nice piece of meat. Also, T-bones generally do not have this much fillet on it. They'll usually make a fillet only about 1 inch or so wide, inch and a half. So anyhow, I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, those of you who know me and know my health history are probably wondering, what the heck are you doing? Well, you know, the secret is moderation. It's also fine. I've known for about a week that I was going to do this, so I adjusted my eating habits for the past several days so that, yes, I could enjoy this. Anyhow, in about 40 minutes or so, we'll come out, take a peek at taters. They're already starting to smell pretty good. And it's up to almost 400 in the grill, so we're in good shape. And we'll see you in a little bit. So here I've got my Porterhouse steak. Gonna pull the plastic off of it. Drop it in an empty charcoal bag. Okay. Now comes the fun part. This is kosher salt, and I'm just very lightly giving a pinch of it just on one side. Again, you know, I don't need the salt, so I'm being careful with it. And a healthier pinch of the black pepper. Okay. The steak goes on the hot side. And we're going to give about a minute and a half. Then I'll turn it 90 degrees, and you'll see why. Damper all the way to really pick up the heat. Turn the steak. Degrees, give it a flip. You know, I fibbed to you earlier when I said that I don't use lighter fluid. There is one time when I do use lighter fluid, and that's when it comes to wanting to really decrease everything. At that point, I'll buy a bag of matchlight charcoal, one of the little tiny bags. Spread the charcoal out, light it. And then, once the flames begin to die down, I have the grates on so they get all the gunk burned off of them. When the flames begin to die down, I'll drop the lid and have at it. Let them go. For, a couple of hours. And then when I get home from whatever errands I've done, I'll go ahead and pop this back on. Clean the grill off, scrape off the grates if there's any gunk buildup on them, and basically have at it. Okay. And like I said, this is nice, simple flip. It will give the diamond pattern on the steak. And I'll let it up to about 300 again. I'll tell you this, anyone who likes steak well done does not like steak. Plain and simple. Now, hamburger, that's a different story. Just stick the bone end over the low ridge pole. You see, it's possible for germs to grow on the surface, but giving a nice hot sear kills those germs. And then it's easy enough at that point, the inside can be however you want it. But beef, ground beef, hamburger, you have so much surface area because all the ground pieces are also surface area. So ground beef, a hamburger really needs to be cooked medium well to well done. Okay, so anyhow, we're about set, about another 10 minutes, and that fellow will be done. It's still about 375 in there, and I dare say dinner is served. Taters feel done. steak. Like I said, I like between medium rare and medium. So I feel sure this fella is going to be quite good. So that's this episode of On the Grill in the Bag. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, please share. Please like the video. Please share. Help YouTube analytics. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.